Many of you recognize this as a silver dollar, also known as a peace dollar. But this coin is worth a lot of money. Now, it may not look really nice, and it doesn't have superb luster. And in fact, to some degree, it almost kind of looks like it's rusty. But there's something very special about this coin, and in the right grade, this coin realized a very large premium price tag. So I'm going to talk about this coin in just a minute, but in order for you to really understand the importance of this coin, I'm going to reference this one. First struck on December 28th of 1921, only 1 million of these coins were pushed through the process and minted into the first peace dollars. Now I want you to pay attention to this. Remember this. I'll come back to this in just a moment. The unique high relief design would be used for a very, very short time in 1922. But because of master hub and master die wear, they changed the obverse and reverse. And they continued to mint the peace dollars until the law was fulfilled and the Pittman Act closed its coffers. That would end in 1928. 6 years later, there would be another piece of legislation that would pass. And before you knew it, there were additional peace dollars being met. And this is 1934 and 1935. This also helps explain why there's a gap between 1928 and 1934. All right, let's go back to 1921. Did you catch the fact that I said that these coins were minted December of 1921? Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that. It was actually minted December 28th. That means there were only 3 days that the presses ran. And minting somewhere around 33,000 coins per day, that meant that approximately 1 million of these coins would have been produced. This is huge, and it explains why the 1921 high relief dollar carries such a massive premium. The quality of the strike, the high relief, and the rarity of the coin definitely causes this coin to be very sought after, and thus the 1921 is considered a key date in the realm of peace dollars. But this isn't the coin that I'm showing you. The high relief that I'm talking about is the proof 1922 high relief dollar. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, hey, Frosty, the 1922 is very common, and there were millions upon millions of these minted, and that's true. But the coin that I'm referencing is this coin right here. And they are about as rare as they come, and the price proves it. The last one I saw sold for $328,000. But the question is, do you know what to look for? So let's go ahead and walk through the 21 and the 22, look at the obverses and the reverses, and I'll show you exactly what you need to be looking for. Now, bottom line up front, I want to make sure that you're aware of this. Is if you're looking for one of these high relief 1922s, odds are you're never going to find one. But it's important that I arm you with the correct information, because if any chance ever exists that you do find one of these, there are some things that you need to make absolutely sure are on the coin. It's also going to protect you from potential counterfeits and frauds that may be out there. Again, because of its high numismatic value, a lot of people would seek to fool you in this front. It's quite easy, looking at the differences between the high and low relief coins, to identify which is which. Looking at the obverse, or the front of the coin, or the reverse, which is the back of the coin, you can see obvious differences. On the obverse of the coin, the numbers on the date appear to be thick, and you can see that they stand off the coin much farther than the 1921 or the 1922 low relief. If we look at the spikes coming off of the crown on Liberty, you can see that they're also noticeably thicker. And although the normal relief variety spikes are longer, they're thinner, and there's one additional spike between the two leftmost spikes. These features are depicted by the arrows in the examples you'll see here in this image. Notice how much longer and thinner the spikes are near the E in the word Liberty, and the normal relief, the shorter spikes in the high relief variety. Again, high relief, thick. Okay, that's what you're looking at. On the reverse, so we flip this coin over, we look at the tails, the back, or the reverse of the coin. The high relief version of this also features thicker letters. Now, if you look at the lettering on these, you can see they're much clearer, okay? So when you look at the piece here, it's nice, it's clean, it's clear. When you look at the piece here, you can see that it's kind of almost blurry, very soft. And that's because it doesn't sit up as high. It's not as strong of a strike. The portrait of the eagle and the rays are also way different. If you look at the rays on the high relief, you can see that there are 2 extra rays near the rock where the eagle is perched. Depicted on that, you can also see that there's a middle letter. There's another one that appears in the letter O of the word dollar. But one of the key telltales is to look at that tail, and you'll see that 4th spike. That 4th spike is something that you really want to watch. The last thing that I want you to look at within these images, and look very, very closely, you'll see that the coloration, the element 1 is smooth. It has kind of a flat matte finish. Doesn't quite look right. And the other one is a little bit more pitted. It looks a little bit more worn. There's a little bit more to it. And that's because the finishes of the coins are different. So the finish on this is very important. You'll be able to tell this kind of flat metallic look on it. And that is another important sign. When you're looking at these items, it is very important that all of the elements are there. If you have any questions, there are always people in our community who are willing to talk to you about this, help you walk through it. So please reach out to me, let me know, and we will make sure that we connect you to the experts who can help you quantify whether or not you actually have one of these. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one of these 2 videos over my shoulder might interest you. I recommend you come over here and watch this. If you have any suggestions, please do me a favor. Comment down below. If you're not subscribed and I deserve this today, please do me a favor. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. But please, regardless, please hit that like, and we will see you in the streams. Take care.